Well, good morning. We're at Topsail, Topsail Hill Preserve to be complete in it, State Park in Florida. And we're going to go out and take a ride around on the bikes this morning and just see what's in the park. So come along. Well, this has been home the last couple of days. And so we got here, Tuesday afternoon. Today's Thursday, December the 2nd. It's about 70 degrees, supposed to get up to 72 today, and we'll be leaving from here Saturday morning. So we're going to take a look around the park. The Park Service actually puts on programs from time to time out here by the lake at this place, but of course since COVID, no, they're not doing that. As you can see, the sites are all quite deep. Unique thing to me on this one, State Park, and it's right on the beach, and it has full hookup. That's really pretty unusual. Most of the times, as you know, with state parks, you tend to end up with the one thing that you don't get, and that being sewer connections. This one's got the whole deal, and even to the point where it has cable TV. So, awful lot of nice things here. Roads are paved. Most of the sites are concrete, reasonably level. Good morning. This is a tram stop. They run a tram all the way from the main office, and then they run it all the way from here down about another half mile to the beach. We're going to turn around and go down the trail over here. And as you can see, e-bikes are becoming more and more popular. One thing that I find really nice in this park and unique in the ones that I've been to, look at this, big wide paved bike paths. We were on one yesterday that unfortunately it had cut off after a short ways, but then you can ride all the way down to the beach on a bike path. There's a whole lot of park here to be able to go around. Looks like this is just going to come up into the parking lot behind the main office. I've got the camera set on really wide angle, and so I don't know, just it makes things seem further away. But that's the tram station where it begins at the main office. And they go to the next stop we just left and pick up people there, and then from there on down to the beach. Run that once an hour. I really find it surprising that there are this many pine trees standing around. I would have thought right here on the beach, many hurricanes has blown through this general area, that it would just have taken them out. Obviously, they've been spared direct hits here. There's several hiking trails. You know, if you had, I don't know, we've got the street type of e-bikes, so while they'd probably make it in and out of there, there's a lot of sand, so I'd just rather not end up on my head. So we're going to stay with the paved path. This one's headed down to the beach. Morning. So have you tried any fishing yet?
Not yet.
I'm curious to see how you do.
Gotta be some water around here somewhere.
Oh, it's down here about a half mile. Reading about the park, the dunes that are what make the park really stand out. It said that they actually separate some of the water to where you have fresh water on one side of them and then the salt on the other. So he could be fishing either way on this one. Good morning.
How you doing today?
Good. Pretty nice of them to put some benches out for taking a break if you're tired of walking. And again, another side trail, turpentine trail. Lots of places for hiking. Certainly if you were mountain biking, that would be easy. And this stretch of road, as most of it through here, as it's restricted, so you deal with parked vehicles, you deal with the tram, but then you don't deal with just general population vehicles until you get up into the park. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, I hear a jet coming over. Good morning. And the downside of the jet is that tells me I'm in a restricted airway, so even though I'm going to take a look, I'm sure I won't be able to fly the drone here. And I would love to fly over the dunes. And so here we are at the beach. There's the restroom facilities out here. There's the tram station. And nice place for storing bikes. As you can see, they're prepared for a lot of bikes. All right, I'm gonna get off and walk down to the beach from here just to show how far it is. Good morning. He looked like he's rigged up to go in any terrain. As you can see, you don't have to go very far before you're into some pretty nice stuff here. Got a little wave action going on this morning. Yesterday there was basically none. You can see Destin in the background, way back there. This is December the 2nd. I'm gonna say it doesn't look like this in June. Zoom it in just a bit. There's actually a little over 3 miles of beach that comes off of the park here. And it's about 70, 72 degrees. Maybe not good for swimming, but it sure is nice for doing this. Did go look at the bathhouse earlier. It appears a bit aged, but it was very nice and clean. This is the laundromat. So if you're fortunate enough to be able to get in here for a while, got a place to keep clothes clean. This is the camp store. When I first checked in, the cable here did not have the male connector fitting on it, which you know, your cable, you've got two female ends, one on each end. So that was a problem. Went to the counter up front to check in and was told that they don't provide those, that you could get one at the camp store or you could get one at Walmart. Okay, so I went to the camp store knowing I'd pay 10 times what I would pay at Walmart, and went in, and the very nice lady, she says, oh yes, you know, everybody always comes in for those. And so she had a bucket full of them, and I said, how much is that? She said, it's free. Well, I wasn't sure I heard her correctly, so a little later in the conversation I said, how much is that? It's free. I try to keep my prices in line with the Walmart, and I think they're free at Walmart. So there. But it was very nice, and so now I've got one to keep with me. Well, they rent bicycles here, and I had not noticed this. And it's neat though. Little sand carts for the fishing. I haven't seen that for rent. I'd really like to have one of those. And then they have the clubhouse there that they hold for special events where they rent the building out. But the pool is not that large, but at the same time, very nice. And with the whole ocean sitting right there, it's sufficient, I'm sure. And then a neat place for just doing a little bit of fishing, if you want to fish on the inland lake. Pretty neat for the kids. I haven't looked to see what airports are around here, but the plane coming in now appears to be a commercial flight. Earlier, there were very obvious military flights that were coming over. And here's the registration and check-in office. I won't go out through the gate right now just because then I've got to ride through and let them look at me and say, okay, that's, by the way, is the reason for the red ribbon, that somehow is able to distinguish to them who the guests are. So how many parks have you been to that you've seen this? National Gold Medal, America's Best State Parks. 1999, 2005, 2013, 2019. I've never seen this before. Well, it's our final day at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. Around here, most everywhere, they simply call it Topsail. The park has been great. It is so well maintained. Very nice. A lot of features to it. And we've been here since Tuesday. It's Friday. And it's just been a really good stay. It is the nicest park that we've been in. And we've learned a lot about what is available here. Volunteer type work here, which is something interesting. I do hate that when I was doing the tour of the cabins with the nice couple there that I had my microphone turned off, so having to work with it from that. But the park here was great. We've wrapped up now our 2 weeks and getting ready to head home. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. Thanks for watching.